Hello, this is Julius Livas. This is my interview for the Gold Whistle Award, going to be presented to Bill Lamagnier.
When did you first get to know Bill?
I first met Bill back in 1999. I was a rookie in the Big Ten, and I was not on a crew, so I was a floater, and I had an opportunity to work a game on his crew, and that was my first time meeting Bill. I had heard about him, but I had never met him.
And what were your first impressions of him?
My first impression of Bill when I met him was he was a man that I wanted to be on his crew as one of his officials. I was impressed with his demeanor, his character, and the way he treated the other officials on his crew.
Describe his management style as crew chief, and how did he make you feel a part of the crew?
Bill's management style was basically the style of a principal. He was a principal and assistant superintendent of high school and middle school, and that management style carried over into his football. He was thorough. He made sure that we were well prepared every time we went out on the field. If you didn't know your assignment, it wasn't because he didn't have you ready. The fact that he made sure that we saw the film of the team that were going to be working, everyone felt comfortable when they went out on the field that they would know their assignments.
And how did he make you feel a part of the crew?
Well, Bill and I, we've been together for about 11 years, and after the first year when I met him, a couple years later they put me on his crew, and I asked him a question one day. I said, Bill, would you mind if I said a prayer before every game? And I didn't know what kind of response I was going to get out of him, and I didn't know if the crew would accept me saying a prayer before each game, but Bill was 100% in my corner. He said, sure, Julius, I'd be glad to have you do something like that for our crew. And I started it off about 10 years ago, and every game before we went out on the field, I said a prayer, not just for our crew, but for the Big Ten, all of the officials. We prayed for the players, we prayed for safety, we prayed that we come back off the field the same way that we walked on the field. And lo and behold, we never had a crew member injured to the point where they couldn't officiate a game, and I thank God for that blessing.
Bill was a former educator. How did his experience as a teacher help him run the crew?
I think it gave him structure, and that's the way he ran our crew. It was a structured type of pre-game. Everything was in order. Nothing was hit or miss, and that structure that he had, I believe, came from his years of experience in the school system, where he had to have structure there. He also brought that same stability and that same structure to our crew.
Do you have a favorite story about Bill?
The one story that I do tell, which is a true story, is that Bill, one year he was working the national championship game, and we had, I think, all of the guys on our crew that particular year received a bowl assignment, and I was not assigned to the national championship game. I was at another bowl game, and I received a phone call one night at home, and it was Bill. And he said, Julius, what's up, Bill? He said, I need you to do me a favor. And I asked him what was the favor. And he said, I need you to do your prayer over the phone so that I can record it and take it to the national championship game. So, of course, I was kind of astounded at the whole idea of Bill asking me to do something like that, and immediately I said, yes, I'll do it for you. And I did, and the same prayer that I prayed weekly at our games. I did it for the national championship game, and Bill took it and he recorded it and he played it at the game, and he still has it on tape. So whenever he's in a pinch and he needs a prayer before a game, I'm sure he'll pull out that tape and play it.
Again, we're going to wrap it up and look into the lens. Say a few words of congratulations.
Bill, it's been an honor and a privilege to work with you all these years. We've been in many battles together. We've had every kind of big game you could think of, and we've been blessed that we've been able to come out holding our heads high and doing the job. Working with you has certainly been a great experience for me and for all of the other guys who have an opportunity to work for you. It's been a pleasure. Your career is one that's above all, and you certainly are to be honored. It's well deserved, and God bless you and your family.
Thank you. Okay, now we're going